Why are developers meeting with Richard Heart? In this video, we'll be looking into why a growing number of developers are meeting with Richard Heart and what it means for PulseChain. Hello and welcome to AB Crypto. If you are new to our channel, just hit the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell to receive any new video updates. Let's get started. Many people on the internet are talking about the launch of PulseChain and how it might do even more than a 10,000x. However, a lot of them forget its significance, because at the end of the day, Richard Heart did not decide to make PulseChain out of thin air, but to help the entire sector of Web3 to grow and develop at a much faster pace than before. Heart knows the future of the internet lies in blockchain technology and Web3. With such growing demand, Ethereum isn't enough, and this is why Richard Heart decided to launch PulseChain, because at the core of his decision lies an opportunity to fill the gap that Ethereum's low throughput simply cannot, which in turn means Heart wants to support the burden on the Ethereum network with PulseChain. This is genius, and if done right, PulseChain is going to be a real deal because it will do everything Ethereum does, but in a much faster and safer way. Additionally, what makes PulseChain so special is that Richard Heart has already shown his magic with Hex. Apart from the 10,000x Hex achieved, what really makes it stand out from others is that despite it being a layer 2, its network has never seen any downtime, not even for a single minute. In comparison, Google has gone down globally, Microsoft has gone down globally, and Binance recently shut down its blockchain because of a hack. This makes Hex simply amazing and shows how Richard Heart only means business because he understands the market quite well and knows the only way to beat your competition is to give the community something better that has amazing features and good customer support. The good news, Hex has all of this, and despite many people raising concerns about Hex during its initial months, with time, Heart proved all of them wrong. This is exactly what's going to happen with PulseChain. But before we get into that, if you want to get ahead of the game for PulseX, make your way to pulsextokens.com. Here you can also list new token projects for free, vote for your community's project, and utilize their free PulseX faucet for 100 PulseX per day that will be queued up and given to you at launch, all in exchange for simply getting their name out there. They have also just launched a Richard Heart style clothing line and even accept Hex as payment. You can use my personal links down below and can become an affiliate yourself to earn 20% from any users who join using your link. Now, there's a very good chance that PulseChain is going to be one of the best layer 1 cryptos that are out there. And above all of this stands the tokenomics of PulseChain, which, if not the best, is designed to ensure as more time passes, the value of PulseChain also increases. No one understands this better than the blockchain developers who are building projects and know how important it is to have a secure blockchain network, higher throughput, lower fees, and blockchains that are more decentralized. This is why 137 different projects are already under development on PulseChain, which isn't by mistake and is, in fact, insane because we've barely seen something like this in the crypto world before. The result? Developers are convinced, including some of the most famous ones, to look towards PulseChain. They know it's real and what isn't. And this is exactly why recently they've started to publicly call Richard Heart and talk about PulseChain. Earlier, there was some hesitation among the dev community to openly talk about PulseChain because if things go sideways, they don't want to be a part of it. But now the game has completely shifted. Everyone understands what's coming and they want to be a part of it. One of the most significant people from the dev community to meet with Richard Heart is Ivan on Tech. Ivan has been a developer since his childhood and has the foresight to tell which projects will do good and which ones not so much. He's meeting with different tech entrepreneurs for his startup known as Morales, which aims to be the bridge between Web 2 and Web 3. He's waiting for the launch of PulseChain's mainnet because there are certain aspects that he wants to explore first, but he knows that Richard Heart will deliver on his promises. He called Richard Heart and did a live stream with him on his YouTube channel, discussing multiple technical parts of PulseChain. Apart from Ivan on Tech, we also saw a massive number of developers a month ago at PulseCon who are cheering for Richard Heart and his ecosystem. All of these developers are siding with Richard Heart and building different projects that will use PulseChain's blockchain. CEO of Carrot DAO, Maximus, Hedron, and Love.io, to name a few, were there. All of these people know what they're getting into, and their support for PulseChain is going to do big things in the days to come. Because of this, PulseCon 2022 was a major success, helping to bring different minds together on a single platform to meet Richard Heart. Dev Kyle also made a recent appearance talking about both PulseChain and Richard Heart, and also helped the community to understand how they can make good profits out of PulseChain and Hex. Dev Kyle has always been bullish on PulseChain and Hex, and has also worked with Richard Hart's team in a volunteer capacity. However, unlike Unlike Ivan on tech, Kyle did not mention if he's building a project of his own or not, but it's clear that he understands what's to come next and also sees a major upcoming adaptation of PulseChain once everything goes live. So, looking at the growing trend of developers meeting and talking about PulseChain and Richard Hart, no one can deny that the good days are on their way. The trust that had been missing last year is getting stronger as time passes. And with this, one thing is guaranteed. The moment PulseChain goes live, it will perform. So, what do you think? If you were a developer, would you have picked PulseChain or not? Like always, don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section down below. This brings us to the end of today's video. We hope you guys found this video resourceful and entertaining, and if you have any more information to add to improve to the content in this video, please do so down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you loved watching this video, send us those likes. We thank you guys for watching and see you in our next video.